So you want to build a successful creative agency, but you just simply don't know what you should be spending your time on every single day. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the main things that you should focus on in order to hit that $10,000, $20,000, or even above $30,000 per mark range with your creative agency. My name is Vince, and in the past I've built a six-figure creative agency in the YouTube space, and I also have helped many other people do the same thing at Grow Creatives. So I hope this video is going to be helpful. You know, this is not the first time I've done this process, so I do think I have a pretty good idea about what are the key things to focus on whenever you're trying to build an agency from scratch, or just a service-based business in general, especially in this creative space. So the first thing that you want to focus on is making sure that you learn how to create good offers, more specifically offers that convert on the marketplace. So here's the thing, right? Even if you find a really good offer, eventually it's more than likely going to saturate, meaning more and more people will get into it until the point where it's going to be just harder and harder to sell it. Now, to give you a good example of this, you know, short form content, when it first came out kind of as an offer or got more popular around 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago, it was super easy to sell, right? Like you could just message pretty much any local business owner or online business owner and tell them, hey, I will turn your long form content into these short form pieces, and you know, you could charge them $1,000, $2,000, and it would be pretty easy to land clients for it. But since it was a service that was easy to replicate, it was easy to learn and easy to get clients results with it, eventually more and more people started doing it, and you know, they just literally copied the same exact thing. There was no differentiating factor with everyone who came into it, so it just stopped working as well. And this pretty much happens with every single offer. Like for example, even with Klaviyo email marketing agencies for, you know, e-com brands. Like in the beginning, it was a pretty untapped market a few years ago, pretty easy to get clients for it and make a lot of money with it. But now there's pretty much almost as many agencies helping e-commerce brands who are doing 7 figures than there are 7-figure e-com brands. So what you want to learn is how to actually differentiate yourself from the market and how to shift pretty much and just become a category of one, because you know, niches don't saturate, but offers do. So you want to learn how you can, first of all, create a good offer, how to make people want to buy it from you. And not only that, but you want to constantly be on a lookout on how you can actually improve your offer and how you can kind of navigate through the market and shift your offer as it will eventually saturate naturally. Because I see a lot of people who are trying to push the same thing even today that they were doing, you know, years ago, and it's just not working as well for them. So you definitely don't want to be that person who gets stuck in their old ways. And no, I don't mean you should be niche hopping and changing your offer all the time, but it is something to pay attention to. Number 2 activity is lead gen. You want to spend every single day some time on getting more people to sell to or generating leads. Now, you can generate leads through, you know, cold outbound outreach on Instagram, email, Facebook, and these methods work. Like, just to give you a couple examples of people from our community getting results with it. You know, for example, Yasin got like a $1,900 per month client from outreach this week, or even Dushan, who got like 2 new clients from just IG outreach. So all of these methods still work, and they're definitely a good way to land your first couple of clients when you're starting out. So that's one part of, you know, generating more leads, just finding more businesses or buying access to lists and just, you know, sending out cold emails or cold Instagram messages, looms, whatever your actual method is. You know, that's one way to do it, going the outbound route. And there is inbound as well, which is creating content for your own brand and yeah, just making YouTube videos, putting out content on Instagram, TikTok, and getting clients to find you through that by actually, you know, providing value, sharing actionable tips, showing before and after edits. That's another activity that you can do to generate more leads and get more people to sell to. So again, to sum it up, you want to do a lead generating activity and focus on that every single day, because this is the heartbeat of your business. If you don't have new people finding out about you and your offer, and if you don't have more people every single week to talk to and pitch to, then you're not going to be landing clients, right? Sure, you can also land clients through referrals, which is something we'll also talk about in this video, and that's a great way to do it, but you don't want to rely on getting referrals, especially in the beginning when you're still a smaller fish. So far we have covered offer, we covered lead gen, and now the next thing that you want to be focusing on is sales. By that I mean really just learning how to sell to people and just practicing it, even like partnering up with some people on the internet and doing kind of like demo sales calls with them to make sure that you are getting better at pitching your offer, make sure you are getting better at doing these calls, but also just having conversations, messaging people, even doing some free videos, free work for people to get the chance to even, talk to them, get on a call with them. You want to be working your lead list every single day. So just doing like specifically sales activities, because, lead gen is one part of it. It's, to find more people and then also, messaging them, right? So that's more on the sales side, and also putting out content, but you also want to be selling to those people and selling to that list that you build through your organic content, and also the list that you build out through just prospecting. The number 4 thing that you need to focus on if you're trying to build a long-term business is fulfillment. And what I mean by that is just basically delivering a good quality service for your clients and constantly improving on your edits as well. If you're running a creative agency, you want to make sure that you're on top of your thumbnail game, you're on top of the graphic design side of things, you're on top of the editing, and you're keeping up with the trends and also constantly evolving and improving. And having a good service not only comes with actually having the good quality videos, but also just having good response times, right? And really just going the extra mile, like giving clients video ideas, even doing research in their niche, like really just being a helping hand and helping them grow their business as well, because this is going to, make them want to stay with you for longer. And not only that, but also refer you other clients. And that is one of the easiest ways to actually grow an agency, is if you can just deliver an amazing service to someone, they are super happy with working with you, then they will want to, share kind of your business with their friends as well. And those are the easiest type of people to close, because they already trust you because you came to them through a recommendation. And not only that, but those are also your ideal type of clients that they will refer to you most of the time. Because if you're working with a client and the relationship is going amazing with them, then very likely they will have friends who are similar to them as well. So most likely you will have a good working relationship with those people that they refer as well. Number 5, you want to focus on talent, and not only, just making sure that your team levels up and that you are in good communication with them, you are building out like a company culture, as people call it, but also just attracting new talent every single month, or at least talking to new people. You want to constantly be on the lookout for your next hire or the next people you can kind of collaborate with and bring them into your agency as well. Because trust me, a lot of times you might think that you already have some really amazing people on your team, but sometimes you haven't even met the next, perfect candidate or your next team member. And also you gotta account in the fact that you will have some people leaving you. You will have some people who, perform really well in the first month, but their performance goes down over time and it won't come back up. So you want to make sure you already have some spare people, whether we are talking about editors, closers, appointment setters, that you can just onboard into your business later on when you need them or when you're expanding. And also you want to actually be like on the lookout as well for firing people, because the thing is, those people who are not pulling their weight, right, those people who are creating a toxic environment, they are actually losing you more revenue than you would think, right? Because they might make other people act lazy as well. They might just overall create an atmosphere in your company that will bring everybody's energy levels down. So you want to actively be on a lookout for those people as well. And I know it's hard to fire anyone, but you got to do it. Like, as an agency owner, it's your job that you keep the team like close together and make sure that everybody's up to the standard that you are looking for. And also, talking about standards, I think another thing that comes with this 5th talent or team part is kind of just like, leading by example. Like, you want to make sure that you are living your life in a way that other people can also look up to you, because you are their leader, right? If you're an agency owner, you are the leader of the team. So you need to make sure that you are actually kind of like doing the actions day to day and living in a way where your team can really just trust you with their like livelihood and kind of like put their faith in you. I hope this video was insightful for you. These are the 5 things. To sum it up again, you want to make sure you are focusing on offer, learning how to create great offers, and also figuring out when to move on from a certain offer or how to shift your offer in order to, keep up with the market's demands. Number 2, focus on lead generation. So getting more leads to sell to through building a list and also creating organic content and having people find out about you that way. Number 3, sales. So actively working your lead list, actively having conversations, actively sending out freebies to people, and making sure that you're getting those sales goals where you can actually pitch your offer, learning how to sell better, getting better basically at your sales skills. The number 4, fulfillment, making sure your clients actually have an amazing service experience. And number 5, talent and team management, making sure that you are finding new people who can come on board into your team later on, and then also firing people who are bringing everybody's energy levels down and holding your business back. So I hope this was valuable. If you want to add an extra 5 to 10 grand a month to your agency with our help, then go ahead and check out Grow Creatives below this. This is not for complete beginners. It's more so for people who already have their first few clients, but are just struggling with their offer, putting together their VSL, their sales skills, all of these things. If you want training and help with these to be able to actually add that extra, 5 to 10 grand a month into your agency in the next 6 to 12 months, then we might be able to help. So if you're not a complete beginner or you are very committed, go ahead, check it out in the description below. And other than that, hope you enjoy this, and I will see you in the next one.